You can start by introducing yourself.
My name is Kelly Bukowski, or Ticketard as people like to call me.
And what are you doing here this weekend?
Right now I'm working by sitting here and watching people play games for 10 hours straight. Yeah.
That brown box right there next to the purple. Can you do inside of it, please?
Yep.
Oh, and we catch her doing some actual work.
Oh yeah, right. Work.
Let's talk a little bit about Penguicon.
I haven't been here since I was 3 feet tall. I really haven't. And I'm glad to be back. I really am. I missed so much. They brought the Chaos Machine back because I haven't seen it in so long. It makes me happy.
And for people who've never been to Penguicon, why should they?
Because there's something for everybody to do. If you don't like playing board games, if you don't like sci-fi stuff, you can come play board games or play cards. If you don't want to play cards or anything, you can go build on the Chaos Machine. You can go to the dances. You can go to the panels. You can go to even the rooms. What was it? Dealer room where you can buy a bunch of stuff. They sell weapons. They sell corsets, buttons, shirts, everything. And Penguicon's just amazing. It is.
Excellent. First, start by introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the network administrator for Penguicon.
And what does that mean exactly?
The wireless network that everyone connects to was built with me and a couple of others on the team. The back end of the systems is all Linux based. It's running CentOS 5.5.
Talk a little bit about Penguicon and how Linux and open source and stuff works its way in there.
The primary reason Penguicon, the theme of Penguicon is penguins, and of course that's the theme of Linux and a lot of the other open source stuff. So it plays a big important role in what the con is about. There's a lot of talks on Linux. We of course run primarily the network running Linux and whenever possible open source technologies. One of the primary goals is to of course expand the use of open source technologies wherever possible. So we have some open source PCs in here that people can play on, and we're here to answer questions. And
for people who might not understand the term, what exactly is open source?
Open source means that the code is freely available online. So if I were to download, we'll take Ubuntu for example, which is an operating system. You can get all of the pieces of code that people wrote various programs in it, and then you can look at the code, you can modify the code, you can submit patches back up that may be integrated. And the most important part about it is none of it costs any money. Getting Ubuntu is simply the cost of downloading it from their website and burning it to a CD.
So it's basically a different operating system in that, like, Windows is something probably most people are familiar with.
If you think of it, it's very similar to Windows. In some cases, I find that it's actually easier to use than Windows. My dad thinks it's easier to use than Windows. Once I installed it for him, he actually has shifted and prefers his Ubuntu build over the Windows laptop.
If somebody wanted to check out open source, play with it, maybe try Ubuntu, where would they go to do that?
If you go to ubuntu.com, you can download a live CD. It's an image that you just burn to a CD, you stick it in your computer, boot it up, you can try it without having to do anything. Another recommended live CD would be Knoppix. If you go to Knoppix, I believe it's knoppix.org, you can download Knoppix, and that is designed to run as a live CD. So you just stick it in your computer, you have a fully fledged operating system, and when you're done, you shut it down, everything's gone, it's all erased, it's fairly easy to use.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add about open source or Penguicon?
You should come. It's fun.
Alright. Start by introducing yourself.
I'm Scott Kennedy, or Skennedy as the case may be, and I am the guest of honor liaison for MC Frontalot.
Okay. What is this?
This is Tommy Zero, and he's a robot that we created because MC Frontalot has this single, this music video out on YouTube where he gets attacked by like a junk pile robot, that forms in his house. And we saw that and we were like, well, clearly we need to have a junk pile robot here. So we made Tommy Zero for his song Zero Day. And it's pretty cool. We did this in 2 days, 2 evenings even. So we particularly like the mohawk, the teeth, and the tie.
The tie is a nice touch. So talk a little bit about Penguicon.
Penguicon is if you took a science fiction and fantasy convention and you smashed it into an open source software, hardware, hacking convention, just, you know, everything from science to DIY to, you know, whatever, that's what we are. You know, we're geared towards 18 plus, you know, as far as the age goes, and sort of an excuse to party for 3 days with some very strange, smart, interesting, funny people.